Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at our RAPTOR skid assembly. This is a deluxe skid aluminum frame, and it is 5.5 feet deep, so it fits in pretty much all of the pickup trucks as long as it's got a standard wheelbase to it. The bottom part of it is 4 feet wide. It does feature a 3,500 PSI, 8 gallon per minute pressure washer, and 8 12-volt, 7 gallon per minute soft wash system. Up front, you can see we've got the GX690 engine, and it has a TSF series 8 gallon a minute pump. What we like to do on these systems is we have the bypass hookup on here so that whenever you're running your pressure washer and you let off of the trigger, you're able to recirculate that water from the water tank to the pump head, keeping it nice and cool and protected while it's running. We also have a bleeder valve on here, which bleeds out the air in the water line, making it easier to prime the system so that you have easy startups and you're not damaging the pump when you're starting it without any water in the pump head. We have this connected to an 11 gallon fuel tank that does have a vent on here. We've also got the fuel gauge, so you can always tell what level you're at. Nice thing about these larger fuel tanks is you're able to go all day with pretty much just one tank fill, or even longer, just depending on what your run time is. Down below, we have our Titan hose reel. This is our inlet reel that feeds that 100 gallon water tank that's in the back, and it has 100 feet of the 3/4 inch hose on there. This isn't visible whenever you have your tailgate up, but as soon as you put your tailgate down, you've got full access to it. It does have a pin lock on there to keep everything nice and tidy. And then down below, we've got our tank drain that's accessible from the rear of the truck as well. This is a 3/4 inch drain that's controlled by this ball valve here, so you can just open and close it from the back of the truck. Moving around, we're now on the passenger side of the skid. So we've got our 2 aluminum hose reels here. This is our pressure washer reel that's holding 200 feet of 3/8 hose, and then next to it we have our soft wash reel that's holding 200 feet of 1/2 inch hose. Again, both have the pin locks, and then we've also got these additional couplers in front to lock everything in place so you don't have to worry about any of your hoses disconnecting and going over the edge of the rail. On the pressure washer line, on both the soft wash and the pressure washer reel, they have stainless steel manifolds, so they are resistant to bleach use going through there. We have our stainless steel soap injector that's installed on the reel itself, and then that's connected to our soap manifold. So you can select from your bleach, your onboard surfactant, and blend those together through your pressure washer soap injector if you'd like. You can also blend those things through your soft wash system, but we'll get to that in a second. And then this third one here is just our standard dip tube assembly. So if you have your tanks on board but you don't want to draw from there, you want to draw from a separate degreaser, cleaner, or even just rinse out your system quickly, we have this additional hose here. It just drops down into a tube where it's long enough to throw back and go right into your water tank and be able to rinse that out or draw a different soap through your system. The soap injectors are adjustable, so if you just move this right here and you're able to draw anywhere from a 5% ratio up to about a 20% ratio, and you can completely turn it down and turn it off if you'd like, so that you can use your low pressure nozzles without having to draw soap through them. Keep on moving around. We have our 55 gallon bleach tank. There are multiple hoses going in the top there because one we have as a feed tube. Our soft wash system can be used kind of in reverse in order to fill the tank. That way you don't have to physically climb up here and fill or have a separate transfer pump for filling. You can kind of use your soft wash system as dual purpose. We have another line that's drawing the bleach out for the soft wash system, and another line that draws out to the soap injector that goes to that manifold I just showed you. And now we're around back. This would technically be where the cab of the truck sits. So you have your 100 gallon tank, and on top of that 100 gallon tank, there's 2 hoses. That black hose is the bypass hose I mentioned earlier that circulates the water through the pressure washer pump. And our blue hose is the feed hose off of the garden hose reel. Underneath that feed hose is a float valve so that it'll automatically shut off your water supply once the tank is full, and then it'll continue to fill it once you start using that water supply. So just kind of keeps that water level nice and even. So we're on the driver's side now, and this is our 12-volt soft wash system. So we've got our pump and our accumulator. We have our battery charger. This is just a 110 volt charger, and it's also a maintainer. So if you go a long period of time without using your system, you can keep that plugged in and maintain the battery without it discharging too far. This is our blend manifold. So it meters your water, your surfactant, and your bleach. And the nice thing about these ones is it's got numbers on here on the bleach valve, basically saying if you are, assuming you're using 12.5% bleach, which is our most common kind, if you have this all the way open, along with your water valve being all the way open, you're splitting it 50-50. So you'd be pulling a 6% concentrate through here. And then as you back it off, you'd be pulling a 4% concentrate, and so on and so forth. So just very easy to know exactly what your application is through this system. Below it, we have a flush valve, so you can switch from bleach to water and rinse out your system very easily. And then over here is a little mechanism that we use in order to use your soft wash as a transfer pump. It'll come with a separate dip tube where you can take your 55-gallon drum of bleach, you can turn on your system, and you can transfer it right into your 55-gallon tank. So super easy, and again, dual purpose. Our 7-gallon surfactant tank, and then again, our 11-gallon aluminum tank. Above, we have the ladder rack. So you can fit, we have additional surface cleaner racks that can go up on there, or you can just put your ladders up there, additional accessories. The nice thing about these is you still have a little bit of room on either side of the truck for additional things that you want to fit on the sides of there. So it works out really well. We use these in all different kinds of sizes of truck beds. So if you have any questions on this, again, this is called the RAPTOR skid. It's available at 3rpressurewashers.com. Thanks.